Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest installment of the MRL Cup Series here for the season opener at Daytona. This is the greatest night in racing here, ladies and gentlemen, for the MRL Cup Series. It has been a long time, and in fact, actually, it's been over a month and a half since we have been out on track in terms of a points-paying race. But here we are. We did the duels a week ago. We did the Clash 2 weeks ago, and now here we are for the race itself. And very interestingly enough, we have a very interesting front row. Our poll winner of Broadcaster Clay and runner up in Story Square were both unable to make it tonight. Now they will get last place points because they race in the duels. So Nathan, Agent Orange, and Mopawa Cat is actually going to move on up and take the front row. So interestingly, how weird that works on out here. But we have some brand new names in this field. Some you may recognize, some you may not. And just like that, we have a couple of those names here. Hunty is, of course, well, I should say a returning, but also a new name here. We also have WRX Mike. We have Elite as well. And just with that, I am going to back on out. And here we go. Oh man, I'm so excited for that. It looks like we're going to have 13 drivers tonight. And just like that, we are ready to join back in. Unfortunately, I am all by myself tonight up here in the booth. Everyone is going to be basically with each other the entirety of the night. And interestingly enough, though, I was told that Blakey T would be joining the race. But here we are. Well, that sucks. Yeah, he just pulled in at home. Well, it looks like he just missed the race. Well, hey, that's another thing. He gets last place points for being in the duel. So, hey, you got to give me a little bit more notification than that there, man. But, hey, it's just one of those things. But, yeah, so we are up and starting this race. I'm very excited for this. At the moment, we have a few interesting storylines to talk about, meaning by PMR, Mopawa, and being the mainstays for the series, they are going to be looking at a good start here. And just like that, we are green here. So with 13 drivers, we had basically all of the Chaos crew having to basically back on out at the end of the night. What the heck was that? We'll have to see what that was. I wonder if that was a lag surge forward by a Mr. BS14 car. So interestingly, that just absolutely slammed him forward. So you can see that he is absolutely gone. And just like that, the 14 is going to get out of the way. So interestingly enough, how that shakes on out for the opening part of this race. BS is not having the start of the season that he would have wanted. But hey, that means that 8 car is going to be a sitting duck. And look at this, the 18 is just going to go right around the outside, and not a whole lot of people are going to go with him. The one is Xander is going to want to try to go and ride along with him. But the Forest Cyber is going to try to follow his teammate, and he will clear. And just like that, they're going to come on down. But that's going to leave the 24 of Elite Precision all by his lonesome up there. And right now, out of this lead pack, we only have the only one not missing is, or in this lead pack, I should say, is the 14 of BS. So that is very unfortunate for that number 14 to start this race off on that note. But yes, I'm getting a word that I can actually join a party. So give me one hot second. I'll be right back. Well, they're actually busy right now, so I'll wait on that right now. So I definitely don't want to ruin the flow that they have with everyone else. So they're in a party of 4, so definitely don't want to take away from that. But yeah, as you can see, that Daytona is one of those tracks, and I can actually go through the field now, kind of going through this. I can see that WRX Mike actually got shuffled on out. They're a little bit in the pack, but he is now sitting just inside the top five, or sorry, P6 at the moment. So everyone basically just kind of getting a feeling as to where everyone is, and basically just kind of going from there. This is a 100-lapper of a race, so definitely we are going to be looking strong here. Tomboy in the comments saying, "Hey, good luck, Tomboy. Who are you rooting for right now?" But I do want to point on out, Tomboy, is that we are looking at a lot of potential for upsets here. DKK, the Chaos Crew, essentially all had to back on out. As you can see, that DEI, including Xander, is trying to make something happen up on the top side. Just getting a little racy right here. But Mopawa being down low right there, having to work with the PMR group, basically kind of splitting the field a little bit right there in two. Hunty kind of splitting the PMR group. The entire field essentially by himself. DKK essentially had to back on out at the last possible second. So, yeah, Tomboy, interesting story with that. We have Broadcaster Clay that is at work right now. T-Bird apparently is also at work. But Story Square, he did not give me a reason, so I'm not quite sure about why Story Square is not in this race. But either way, literally everyone from DKK is either not in this race or they are looking pretty, well, not good. So because of last place points and how that works, technically, because of where they place themselves in the duels, because they raced it, the three drivers that are not in this race that were in the duels are a Broadcaster Clay, Story Square, and then we also have a Blakey T. Blakey T, unfortunately, just did not give me warning that, hey, I'm going to be late. I would have waited like 5 minutes, man. I just need a little bit more warning than that. But, you know, sometimes that's neither here nor there. But one thing that I'm definitely looking on here is the parity between these drivers. The alliances are where you find them. And definitely you can see that Mopawa is holding a very strong grip, much like they did last season back there. Also rooting for everyone because you love them all. Aw, that's nice. Well, yeah, of course. Because all of these groups that we're talking about, Tom, of course, are also down in Sportsman, so you definitely don't want to ruffle some feathers. It sucks that this Monday we have off, but, you know, it's 4th of July. It's America Day, you know? So it's just interesting to see how that happens. Yeah, here's BS, the only person that has that is not in that lead draft. He is, unfortunately, was lagging. He was the one that gave Agent Orange that jump start there in the very beginning. He decided that he's like, you know what? I'm just going to kind of wide open racing, you know, just kind of ride back there. But yeah, I'm looking on board with everyone right now, and we have Hunty as well as Nathan, who are streaming right now. Currently, they are both Hunty's in P4, Nathan's in P9, and it is, with 93 to go, it is lap 8. Never mind, I'm rooting for BS. Well, there we go. Hey, it's always going to be the drivers that you don't actually think about that are going to go win this race. And who knows, maybe a BS will go and snipe a victory here. But right now, it has been UK that has led every single lap so far, and definitely in this Great American Race, there is a lot that you can actually, well, interesting. Well, the Blakey T saying you never got the invite. Well, the race started at 9 anyway, so unfortunately Blakey T is just one of those things. So that is why I just need to know a little bit more in advance, man. I would have held literally 2 minutes if I just would have gotten a little bit more. So yes, that is one of those things. But right here, out of the 13 drivers in this race, everyone basically kind of riding right now. I should mention that we have a little bit of a one car team right now. That is GMS. Fuel roll is the same as always. 5 laps. So nothing new. But yes, yeah, the one car of well, it's a one car team. That is for GMI, George Maroff Incorporated. The one car is Xander. Ooh, getting a little feisty back there. Elite, kind of give him a little bit of a door touch, but again. PMR is still separated. That is WRX Mike, who's in P3. Then you have Hunty, who's separating behind him. Elite behind him. But yeah, that one car is trying to make something happen, but nothing quite yet. They're going to have to duck back in line. The 9 being very kind and saying, you know what, I am just going to just kind of ride right here and not really worry about it. But yes, I should mention that... that there is a little bit of a alliance between those guys. Out of the 7 teams that we have in the Cup Series, there is an alliance between somehow, some way. Well, of course, there's 6 actual teams racing right now because DKK. But BS has an alliance with DEI. Liam Racing has a alliance with GMI, and then GMI is also with DEI. So essentially it's Mo Power and then PMR who kind of are the ones by themselves. Now, Mo Power and PMR were the ones in the duels, and I'm interested to see how this is going to roll here. Because of fuel strats, we're looking at basically, I mean, a little bit of a strategy game, kind of like what we did last season. We saw a lot of games being played in terms of strategy. Now, the biggest importance here at Super Speedways is, can you hold it together? Can you hold it together a full run and be able to pit and group together quick, fast, and in a hurry? I realize that is actually one of my patentisms that I've been saying a lot more of, quick, fast, and in a hurry. But, you know, it's just be one of them things. Say 5 laps total, yes. So, definitely 5 laps total, and that is a fuel rule that has always been in play. So definitely these guys are going to want to watch out for that. In fact, just in case, I will remind everyone. So, we are looking at basically Mo Power domination right now. I want to kind of point out now that we have a lot of championships right here in this. Imagine Nathan typing while he's on the straight. Well, because he is, honestly. Well, because he has a wheel, so essentially he can do one thing. Oh, my goodness, what the heck happened back there? A little bit of a lag. Not quite sure what happened with the 6 of Packers. But he is going to be all... Oh, my goodness. Well, BS is going to have a friend. In fact, where is he at right now? But yeah, Packers all by him lonesome. Looks like the 3 is going to be caught on out by his lonesome. I'm not quite sure whose lag that was, but it looks like someone's lag got caught up, and the 3 of Cade got mixed up in that. So it looks like this second pack is going to kind of try to regroup. They are going to, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, Packers is going to be all by himself. So I'm trying to get on board. Here's the 12. Looks like he's kind of waiting on up to catch on up with the 3 of Cade. So, hey, tip of the hat to Liam right there. That's a little bit of heads-up racing between those guys. So yeah, everyone basically going to be getting... Oh, it looks like maybe it was the 10, a baseball kid that had a little bit of a lag spike. That's probably why he's going to the rear of this field. Wow, usually it's the Liam with the lag spike, but no, it's actually baseball kid. So very interesting strategy from them. Unfortunately, that takes them out of the initial run, and without stages, no guaranteed yellows here, that may be a harsh penalty. Now, this is not by far not the end of the race. I should mention, because we have pit stops that are going to be coming up here soon. So these guys will be able to form on up with one another, that whether they speed or whether they get into a a little bit of a kerfuffle going into the pits, you definitely should work on out here. But one thing I do want to point out here is very interesting enough is the speed difference. So as of right here, I'm on board with. I should probably go on board with. Here's the front pack. I'll start with them. I'm currently on board with Hunty. Currently, he is going to 200 miles per hour right here, coming off of turn 2. So let's kind of go right here and waiting for. Now I'm on a little bit of a stream delay. Nathan is going a little bit slower, 1 mile per hour slower. And now you may think that is a big deal out of super speedway. 1 mile per hour, that is huge because those guys up there are in a 7-car pack. This right here is in a 4. Oh, this is a 7-car pack. This is a 4-car pack. These guys are making absolute hay with 4 cars with the line that's almost double the size. So they are absolutely rocking and rolling. They are far from out of this race. But pit stop should be coming up here soon. I did miss the little like them going past the start finish line. So I will see how many laps to go this time. But yeah, very unfortunate from Packers who got the short end of the stick there. But you know that is just one of them things, like I said. But yeah, still on board with Hunty and Nathan here. And now, yeah, Nathan is actually going 205 right now. So they are absolutely just blowing past and making absolute hay. Yeah, I'd watch for those guys coming up here soon. And it looks like it is 80 laps to go. We are on lap 21, ladies and gentlemen. That means we're going to be seeing our first round of pit stops here pretty soon. And of course, the universal signal to going onto pit road. Of course, these guys want to pit basically once every 25 laps. You guys want to essentially make this a 3-stopper race. Quick, clean, effective, you know? So that is what these guys want to do. Yes, I'm seeing it right here. And coming off of turn 4, Hunty was doing a hearty 200. And Nathan, well, he hit the apron right there. So, yeah, watch out for that second pack. But, yeah, Hunty, though, in that P4, basically is going to be at the mercy of whoever's in front of him and behind him. So you're going to be looking for these signals here quick, fast, in a hurry because the one is Xander wants to get a little bit of racy. But so does everyone in that second pack. In fact, actually, the more times that Xander does that, it's actually going to bring that second pack to them. You may think that it won't, but it will. Little by little, that second pack is actually going to be chasing them down. So, yeah, the 1 is actually going to be side drafting the 9. That's going to be taking away the forward momentum from the other 5 in front of them. So, maybe a little bit of heads-up driving from Xander, trying to slow on down the rest of his teammates. But, yeah, these 4 are absolutely making some hay. Let's check on in with our resident 2-car tandems. Here's the 14 of BS. Unfortunately, looks like he's going to be going a lap down. But again, far from out of this race. It looks like the 6 is going to be in front of him. He's running the Dale line. So yeah, the 6 of Packers unfortunately just has no luck in these plate races, whether it be his own doing or by someone else's lag. You know, it sucks. But hey, this race is long. This race is going to be a test for who can really hit their marks, and it's going to be far from over. 79 laps to go. Oh, I apologize. It was lap 82. So this is lap 22 right here for these guys. So yeah, they're coming on up here on the 14 of BS, but they're coming up on the first quarter of this race, I should say. So lap 22. And like I said, you guys are going to be looking at basically splitting this race into thirds, make it nice, clean, effective. You know. So everyone is essentially just going to be trying to just hit their marks. But here's the 6 of Packers. So you see the 14 that is going to be catching these guys right here, and basically going to be easily by the middle of the backstretch, going to be a lap down. It looks like the 14 is probably just going to get on out of the way. The 6 is not too much farther up the road. Currently, it's been a Mopawa train. The 18 of UK has led every single lap. Man, I wish I had that luck at plate tracks, but you know that's neither here nor there. But yeah, there's that 14. He's going to want to latch onto this second pack here. And that 1 is still looking a little bit racy right here. He's going to get a little bit of a draft from the 14, but not too. He's not going to be able to get enough. But yeah, look at that speed difference right there. 14's going to, like I said, want to get right behind, and he should be able to rather quickly because of how long that draft is. So that 14 will be able to kind of hang out with these guys and essentially kind of force them onto their strat. Now, one thing that doesn't help, though, is that second pack with led by Agent Orange, who are still making hay. This front pack now just became 8 drivers long. So, yes, we're about to see how that's going to roll here. Ooh, the 18, and it looks like the Mo Power team actually going to be coming on down a little bit early if you don't look at it correct, or like kind of squint. But everyone is going to be kind of hitting their marks here. So let's go on board with Cyber here for a hot second. Looks like the 88 is going to jump out of line. Oh, a little bit of kerfuffle going on right there. Basically, hit your marks, guys, because it looks like it's going to be a 3-car pit entry. So yeah, these 3 are going to have to basically just sit in their strat right here. So waiting to Nathan to see how many laps to go. This should be 76. So we are on lap 25. So this is their pit window. So everyone else should be coming in this time. No signal quite yet, but they are on the cusp. But yes, well, those guys, keep in mind, we're in that second part of that draft, so they can probably go an extra lap. Nathan has been pushing, so these guys are probably going to be probably coming on down here. Yes, you can see that the 8 and the 3 are going to be coming on down, so there they go. These guys not coming on down, so wonder where the 18... oh, there goes the 8 going to be coming on down. Everyone's going to be hitting their marks. Don't speed. Ooh, the 8 may have sped. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to be on board with the 8 to see if he sped or not. It's going to be close. No, he made it. Oh, my goodness. That was incredibly close. But just in time, look at that speed difference. There is Mo Power versus PMR. And just like that, those guys are going to be all coming on down. So basically, these guys are going to be kind of just riding together. Going to be getting a smidge of a draft. Not too much, but I'm going to be interested to see where these guys are coming on out in terms of everyone else. So let's go on board. Let's go on board the 1 right here. Going into the pits this first time. Everyone's going to be kind of scattering to kind of make sure they don't hit. There's the 42 of Hunty. Oh, go very tight. Oh, my goodness. Did he speed? No, he did. What a move by the 42. Wow. Hunty drift tracking it into pit lane. No pit road speeding penalty. They are all good. Wow. How did they do it? I don't even know. But here is basically looks like these guys are going to be trying to pick on up the 12 of Liam. That's going to kill them. I don't know what happened with the 12. But yeah, that is going to absolutely kill their momentum because they're all going to be slowing on down. Meanwhile, here's the rest of the crew coming on out. The 24 actually getting up to speed a little bit quicker, but he's going to kind of choke on up a little bit. Let the 42 lead this pack. So here comes the 6 of Packers, but all 5 of these guys are going to be together. Now, the 6 of Packers, I don't think he has pitted yet, so it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to roll. Here is the 4 of DEI and all of them, but Mo Power, what happened to them? They are just behind this pack and nowhere to go, so they, I think, may have lost this initial first run. Now, these guys are far from done. They can essentially go and get a little bit. They had to absolutely roll here. Looks like Cyber was actually able to jump the 18, so interesting development from them. Of course, everyone wants to start their season off on a high note by winning the Great American Race, but everyone coming on through the pit stops, everyone is essentially up to full song at this moment. So Hunty is currently our leader, so 5 bonus points for him for leading a lap. Congrats. WRX Mike also led that lap right there because of pit stop, so excellent job from him. That's 5 bonus points to help him out and his bucket. But right now it's the 42. Still a Mo Power led race with the 42 of Hunty, but that is, it's far from over. We're only a quarter of the way here in the Great American Race. And just like that, you can see the second pack of, led by the 4 of Cyber, and they're far from out of it. Unfortunately, for the 42 and the 1, in this top 5 pack up here, it is heavily dominated by PMR. Elite Precision, WRX Mike, and the 9 of Kalen are all on PMR. They're going to be wanting to shuffle these guys out quick, fast, and in a hurry. But at this point in time, essentially, they're just kind of pushing, just kind of biding their time right now. So everyone is going to be kind of getting into it. So here's also another note. These guys were able to form line up, so excellent teamwork from these guys. But they are going to be quickly closing on down. In fact, we have a little bit of a scoring pylon with them. The difference between Nathan and Agent Orange, who is just in front of this three on your screen, and Mopower Cat, which is in P8 and P7, is 4.3 and rapidly closing. So these guys are going to be absolutely coming on down, cutting down the gap. And right behind them is going to be the 14 of BS, or I should say right behind these guys. It's going to be the 14 of BS, but a little bit of kerfuffling going on up here. The 42 looks like got a little bit out of sorts, and the 1 is going to go with them. And just like that, that is going to be a PMR 1, 2, 3. And that is exactly probably how they want to do it. Now, like I said, still a lot of race left to be had. It is now 30, going on to 31 as of right now. So far from over here in this run. The 24 is going to get on up here and lead some laps. So, hey, that's another 5 bonus points for leading a lap for PMR. So, excellent job. But that 6 car is going to be a little bit of a kind of acting as a tail gunner. He is lagging a little bit, and that is the 6 of Packers. Currently sitting in P12 with P13. The last of our actual runners being the 14 of BS. Here is the numerical P12 right here. Not P12, numerical 12 in Liam. Healthy sitting in P9 at the moment, or sorry, P10 I should say. With P10 being right behind in Liam, or right behind in Baseball Kid. I'm sorry, I can't talk. But yeah, look at these guys. They're absolutely making hay. And in fact, they may actually want to go around Mopower here. So just because one lag incident kind of took them out of the initial running, they are going to be far from done. Meanwhile, here is the 5 up here. And I just want to point on out just how well the teamwork is between these guys. So you have basically 2 sets of teammates here. Well, essentially, teammates are where you find them, and that is between the 42 of Hunty and the 1 of Xander. They have a little bit of history. They have swapped Xfinity titles back when we did Xfinity on Sunday and Monday. They actually swapped titles there, so interesting enough. But Hunty is actually also a Cup champion technically because of when we did our fun season. So excellent. He knows how to get it done around here, and I'm glad to see him up here fully in our main series here. So I should also go on back here. There is the pass for the for position right here. The DEI and Liam crew going on up, and that is how you get it done. So that moves Mopower back into the top 10, or bottom half of the top 10, I should say. And now we're going to be looking to see how these guys are going to be moving forward now that they have improved their ranks by 7. So basically, this is the second half of the pack. There's no one else out on track. There is only 2 sets of drivers here. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out on this. So starting the lap, Nathan had a 6.2 gap on Kalen. We're going to see if that comes on down, or if that maybe even increases here for these guys. But yeah, these guys are absolutely making hay. I'll tell you what, so they're actually going and getting it done. Meanwhile, these guys know how to get it done as well, because they are actually maintaining that gap. And as the bottom half is coming out of turn 4, that 6.2 is still 6.2. They are not making hay, nor are they losing. So I guess that's also kind of a bit of a saving grace. And now that's also because the 6 of Packers is still back here. Yes, that is 7 cars compared to their 7. Ooh, but a little bit of this 12 getting out of sorts. That's going to have to drag him to the rear of the field. Let's see on that, actually. Oh, nope, the 14 lets him in. Tip of the hat to the 14, knowing that he is now racing him for position. Essentially, they are just going to be kind of rock and roll. Strike that, actually. They just took out 3/10 of them on a half lap. So they are, okay, maybe they are moving forward. Okay, cool. This 8 of Agent Orange is definitely leading the way. So excellent job from them. And, oh, man, that just shows how quickly things have changed. Here is our lap leader, technically, of Mopower Cat, UK, in case you don't know that name. He has led the most laps so far, and here he is all the way down in P10. And that is just because of how he started out the pit cycle. You don't want to pit with just one teammate. You want to pit with the majority of the pack. Now, that was just because he pit with one other guy. Well, two other guys, technically, with BS. But yeah, that's why you can kind of see a little bit of fuel saving here. The 9 of Kalen's just off the bumper of the 1, and the 1 is also maintaining a gap to the 42. So essentially, no matter how we strike this pose, essentially these guys are going to be making a 3-stopper, and this is going to be quick, fast, and in a hurry. That 6, though, is a little concerning. I've never seen Packers lag before, but hey, there's a first time for everything. And I'll tell you what, though, essentially being the leaders here, you can see that the 24 and the 88 are actually in command of the lead, but technically there is a lot of work to do because we still have 2 more stops right here, and coming as soon as the 42 cross the line, we'll give you a lap update. It is lap 38 with 63 to go. So we are currently 1/3 of the race here. Make some noise in chat. Who's all here? Thank you all so much for coming on out to the MRL Cup Series season opener. I see all 8 of you guys watching. Make some noise. Who are you rooting for? Who are you? Who's watching? Who are you? But yes, this is going to be a fun one here because an early lag incident, in case you're just now joining, kind of caused these 2 packs to break on up. You have the 8 of Agent Orange was part of the original 4 that lost touch with the draft, but because of pit stops, that actually dragged. What's up, Will Chris? There you go. Hashtag PMR. You're rooting for PMR. Okay, well, you guys are leading right now, so far, so good. But yes, just to recap, basically split this field in half, but this second half is making some hay. Let's give an update on how quickly these guys are forming or closing the gap. Well, I would if Nathan wasn't watching his field. He must be communicating with his teammates there, so I will get back to you guys on that. But basically, ignore the 6 of Packers. He is not in position. The top 5 are currently the 24 of Elite Precision, the 88 of WRX Mike, the 42 of Hunty, and the 1 of Xander, with the 9 of Kalen rounding up the top 5. Packers in number 6 is currently P12. He is a lap down. Unfortunately, he got a bad lag incident. He ended up spinning. No caution because of that, but he's able to rebound and basically hang out with the leaders right here, so he's not losing too much time. In fact, on board with him is the 14 of BS, who is actually in Infinite Rage. Let's go Elite. Welcome, man. So we have BS, who is in P last right now, and a little bit of something happening, right? Oh my goodness! Whoa, hey, you seen it live? Yeah, that is why he is all the way down in P13 is because of that. So, hey, but you know what? He's acting as a rear gunner for these guys, so look out for BS. That is why he is behind these guys. He's just kind of hanging out, much like the 6 of Packers. But yeah, PMR is looking good. So currently, that is 1st, 2nd, and 5th for those guys, with the 42 of Mopower Hunty and the 1 of RS Meatwagon kind of splitting the 2. But yeah, if as soon as Nathan goes off of the fuel and tire indicators, I want to see how much of a gap these guys are closing down, because you can see the gap is closing. In fact, during the turns, you can faintly see the front pack just outside a camera shot. In fact, there they are right there. So they are closing the ground. Looks like 5.2 to the leader, 4.9 to P5. So they were able to close a second. These guys are absolutely closing the gap. I'm going to take a quick swig. What's up, Bassbuck? How are you doing today? I'm going to take a quick swig. Give me one hot second. Ah, that is good. Thank you guys for so much for coming on out. If you are American, happy 4th of July. We are here in the Great American Race on America's greatest day, the 4th of July. In case you couldn't hear those bumps outside of my dwelling, that is the fireworks. We are celebrating the 4th of July a little bit early here. So, with that, this is the Great American Race here for MRL, Millennium Racing League Cup season opener at Daytona. So, we have a lot to talk about as of right now. The 8 of Agent Orange was our pole sitter going to this race. We had a never before seen anything. I've never seen this happen before. We have a big thing going on with Broadcaster Clay and Story Square, our pole sitter and outside pole sitter, sitting in P1 and P2, both not being able to make the race. In fact, all of DKK has not been able to make the race. So essentially, it is a powerhouse quadruple right here of PMR, Mopower, GMI, and DEI with WM Racing and Zayora mixed in that running. And also BSM. Look at that BS Motorsports right there. So there we go. We also have a lot of announcements coming on up for our Formula One division here soon. So thank you all so much for coming on out. We are going to be at COTA tomorrow for the F1 division. Gotta love it. God bless America. In fact, a lot of these drivers running the patriotic schemes because of the 4th of July. You can see that with the 6 of Packers and the 3 of Cade right here running the patriotic schemes. In fact, speaking of patriotism, they are absolutely closing the gap. You can see that you guys can't see, but I can. On Nathan's stream, he has the gap up on board between himself and P5, and that has closed another second. These guys are flying. If I was there, I'd be making that high lane work. Well, I mean, these guys would be, believe me, they want to be making the high lane working. But they also have to close the front pack in order to make that happen. But don't put your faith away in the Dale line quite yet, because I'm pretty sure we'll see the Dale line somewhere, some way. By the way, I don't think I didn't see a UK in there typing ZZZ. I mean, come on. Hey, just because you're sitting in the middle of this pack right now doesn't mean that there's going to be some action later on in this race. There is a lot to be played here. In fact, these guys just closed in another half second, but a little bit of a kink in this plan. They are going to be coming to their second round of pit stops because we are approaching halfway. In fact, Nathan, the 8, is going to be coming on down with 3 laps right now, and I do believe and I do declare as soon as the 42, of course, it glitches out, so I can't see the lap update. As soon as I see Nathan go past the line in terms of his stream, 54 to go, he actually can't lead anymore. He has to start following because he's actually losing fuel, and he wants to basically be making this into third. So someone else will have to be pushing in order to for him to start saving. Now, I get where he's coming from. He's trying to push to save later. I get it. It's a strat. I get it. But that is all at the point of communication. So we'll have to see how many people will come on down with him when he does, because I'm seeing Nathan, he has 2 laps of fuel. He's either going to be coming on down this time or next time. And with 53 to go, he's going to be cutting it short if he can't close that gap to the front pack right here, which they are still doing, I know. But he will have to start saving at least a little bit in order to be hitting his number. The 9, I don't think that was a signal to go on down pit road. I think that's just him kind of peeking to see what's going to happen. Don't go too low there, Kalen, because you will hit that glitch, and you will absolutely be in for a bad time. The turn 3 glitch catches a lot of people off guard. So let's see how that's going to roll here. I don't see anyone come on down this time, so these guys will have to definitely come on down next time. I wonder if Mo Powell will get the message and kind of go on down with them. I don't know. They were the 18 and the 4 were the first ones to come on down the last time. I wonder if they'll oblige and do the same thing. We'll have to see, though, because it is going to be a little bit of a... you can see a little bit of... oh, no! Everyone! Oh, my goodness! Just like that, everyone's going to be coming down. Oh, you're going to be in for a wild ride here, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be seeing a lot of cars going different ways. Hopefully there's no contact. In fact, let's go on board with the 8 and kind of get the front to back cam. So we're going to be seeing all of these cars go different directions, all going to be slowing down at the same time. Hopefully no one speeds. Everyone so far hitting their marks. And I'm going to have to just confirm with the 8 to make sure he didn't speed right there, because he was probably the closest one out of everyone. No, he was absolutely fine. In fact, he probably undersped. So yeah, everyone basically just going and just hitting their marks. Well executed from everyone back here. Excellent job. In fact, and now here comes the front pack that is going to be obliging, and I wonder how this is going to roll here with them. So let's go on board with the 24 and do the same thing to see how these guys are going to do. The 42 and the 1, I don't think they're actually going to be coming on down. Maybe they are, but a little bit of games being played right here. So here comes the 24. Oh my goodness me. The 1. Oh no, the 1's going to be coming on down. Oh my goodness, but again, the 42 snipes the 24. These guys undersped right here. But well executed by these guys back here. Looks like, oh my goodness, but Mo Power got split on up. I wonder if they're going to wait for them. We'll have to see, because they were so instrumental on that. Looks like the 3 does not want to lead, so that probably means that they're probably going to be waiting. Oh, a little bit of a kerfuffling going on right there. The 4 had to check on up. The 18, oh no, the 18 is going to be left by himself. The 18 of UK, what happened? Meanwhile, the 42 is going to be leading them off a pit road. In fact, now these guys are going to be full up to song. Will they be able to catch this pack right here? Oh, I'm pretty sure they will, because you're going to be seeing the 6 just up the way. And now suddenly, this second pack is going to be back to 1. In fact, here is the 88 WRX Mike right here, who is just in the back of that. Yeah, these guys are going to hopscotch their way to the front. Looks like the 9 of Kalen is just barely going to be able to hold on, but the 18 of Mo Power Cat is going to be led out all by his lonesome. Maybe he'll get a little bit of a lag boost in order to kind of get up there. No, unfortunately not. But the 6 gets out of the way, running that Dale line to get on out. In fact, here they are once again. These 5 has been absolutely been making some hay, and now here they are yet again in order to move up forward, back up into this lead pack. Excellent job. Now, they have a job to do. They have to start saving at least a little bit. I'm sorry, I have the hiccups. When I get too excited, I start getting the hiccups. And I'm starting to feel it right now. They have to just make up a little bit of pace just right now in order to move up, but a little bit of teamwork going on right here. There is a PMR making the move, much like what they did last stint, in order to close the gap. But the 9 just barely able to close the gap. Meanwhile, that second pack is, you can see them in the distance, also single file, and they are at full song, a full whopping 5 miles per hour faster. In fact, let's go on board with the 8 as of right now and see. Yep, that is it right here. Let's go. PMR says Infinite Rage. Well, we're gonna see here who has the better pace. Ooh, a little bit of lag right there. Ooh, that's gonna break up a little bit of the second pack. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, that 8 is absolutely going to be on the full draft of that front pack here pretty soon. But yes, this is going to be spicy. Unfortunately, if you are a UK Wildcat fan, oh, that is heartbreaking for him. Him and BS are the only 2 out of this lead draft. Oh my goodness, and that has to suck. Now, these guys are essentially looking to get a lucky yellow, which, who knows, it may still happen. We'll have to see how that's going to roll. 208 miles per hour going into turn 3 was the 8 of Agent Orange right there. Retirement incoming. UK, come on. Retirement, come on. You don't know that. This happened last season too, and look what happened. We'll have to see how that's... come on, you can't base your entire career off of one race, man. Yes, 208 miles per hour was the 8 of Agent Orange, in comparison to Hunty's 203. Make that 206 right now. Yeah, he's capping at 206. So, Tom saying, I'll take his ride. But that means you'll be on Saturdays, man. I thought you wanted to be down there to earn some podiums. 1.4 seconds separates the second pack from the first. And basically, as soon as they get to within 0.8 of that front pack, that is when they're going to get the draft, and you're going to see some extreme speed. 199 from Hunty and 202 in the same part of this. Hot seat every week. Yeah, okay, I get it. So basically, they just need a little bit more push. They need Packers, honestly, to get up on that wheel, to kind of give them a little bit more push. These guys are absolutely killing it. If we gave out bonus points for just teamwork, that would be for the DEI crew. And that is just like that, man. And so, just like that, they are within... still 1.4. Okay, so they kind of stagnate. Oh, make that 1.3, so they're closing in just a little bit. Yeah, they are making some hay right now. So 205 as they were crossing the little short chute going into the backstretch, and that is 205 as well. So it looks like these guys have stagnated just a little bit. They just need a little bit more to kind of get up there, or maybe that front pack to kind of start fighting a little bit. I don't think so, because PMR is still 1, 2, 3. A blowout for these guys so far. I do believe Elite has would have overtaken UK as the lap leader right there. But yeah, these guys are the teamwork is insane between them. But I should mention that the 42 of Hunty and the 1 of Xander can play a little bit of a spoiler. The 1 of Xander is starting to lag on back, and I wonder if DEI is going to kind of get into his ear and say, hey, you know what? Lag on back a little bit. Get that draft a little bit earlier. I wonder if that's going to be happening, because I know Xander Xander has friends in the other group, and there's that little hiccup I was talking about. And we saw the 42 have to check up a little bit. That's going to hurt the momentum. And I'm pretty sure the 8 is just outside of that range of being able to make it into that draft. The 1 is going to go to the outside. That's going to definitely slow down the momentum. And we're going to be seeing that 8. We're going to be on board with the 3, but we're going to be seeing the 8 starting to pick up that draft here pretty soon. It's so tantalizingly close. But I should mention that this is going to be the money stop for these guys. If you can't save the fuel, or if you can't make it and hit your fuel number, then this entire stint was pointless. I cannot stress that enough. Basically, these guys are on the same fuel strategy, with the second pack pitting on one lap and the first pack pitting on the next. So a little bit in favor of that first pack, but nothing too crazy. Still nothing yet by the 1 in order to kind of lag on back a little bit, but they are still eking their way forward. 1.2 now is the gap between the number 8 and the number 1. Oh man, I'm losing my voice. But we're at let's check on in with our resident non-draftees back here. That is the 18 of UK and the 14 of BS. Well, at least BS is keeping you company there, UK. So at least you have that. But there is the 1, the 42 kind of dipping on out a little bit. So tantalizingly close. The 8 can basically sniff the draft. He just needs a little bit extra. 1 second. is all it is between this 8. And I do believe... Oh, he's ghosted? Oh, you... Oh, UK. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I can see then you are by yourself. But you never know. Remember what happened last season. We had some worst COD shenanigans go on down in order to bring out a yellow that I should also mention benefited you and Cyber. Cyber and you were both 14 and 15 respectfully. This race is far from over. 39 laps remain. We are on lap... Never. We're on lap 62 here, ladies and gentlemen. God, I keep saying like they're so tantalizingly close. It's 0.9, the difference between this. I should go on board with Agent Orange right here, just to kind of give just to see how close it is. At this point, if you're in the driver's position, you'd be like, I just need a little bit more, man. I just need it. And he's just waiting to tell Cade and everyone behind him, I got it. And I think, yep, he's got it. He's got it, ladies and gentlemen. 208, 209. He has caught this front pack. We are in business. We're going to be seeing what this 8 and 3 can do at this point. Now, the one with the defensive maneuver right here. Now, what is he going to do? Oh, no, the 8's just going to kind of ride right now. I was expecting him to make the move, but hey, okay, I can see what's going on right here. So, essentially, here we go here, ladies and gentlemen. The race is on. Keep in mind, everyone's trying to hit their fuel number. Everyone is trying to make it to lap 75. If they can make it to lap 75, at least 75, they are in business. But this pack is now all together again. Yes, it took a little bit, but we finally got there. And so, you are now seeing a lot of fuel saving here. Now, what can these guys do with PMR that is sitting all the way in the lead? They are currently in dominating performance. That is a 1-2-3 for PMR right now. And you have Mo Power that's a little bit all over the place. Cyber trying to make the move on Cade right there, but backs on enough to let him back in. The 8 as well, going to be, that is DEI in P6 and P7, with Baseball Kid kind of acting as rear gunner back there. That is also for DEI. So Mo Powell is currently the only driver up here with kind of separated from his teammate, which is the 42 of Hunty. A lot of organizations that can play a little bit of interference. Not to mention, you see that little yellow car up in the ways up there going into turn 3 right now. Eventually, this front pack will catch him. That may be an excellent passing opportunity to kind of get a little bit of a draft. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to roll here, as it looks like the 9 of Kalen got out of line a little bit. That normally would open up the door, but you can tell that everyone is trying to hit their fuel number right here, right now. To kind of give an update on where everyone is. We have 8 laps of fuel for Nathan. I don't see Hunties because he's watching the fuel count, and we are officially 2/3 of the way through this race. In fact, you can see the PMR. Right there's the Dale line! We got the Dale line, ladies and gentlemen! The high side is here. We're running the Dale line. Everyone get to the top. Here we go. So, now we got some quality. Now this is pod racing. Everyone up to the top. We're running the Dale line. Don't hit the wall because that will absolutely destroy your day right there. But, ladies and gentlemen, this race is official. God bless America. Now we're racing here. Look at that. So a little bit of a lead swap right here. The 88 of WRX Mike making the swap here to the lead, or at least to the bottom. But Elite Precision, everyone's still up top. That was trying to be a quick swap to the lead, but everyone being right behind the leader. And Xander is going to try to poke his nose on down to go and lead the bottom right here. But still, the momentum is with the top side. And now I wonder if the 1 will have enough momentum to kind of eke his way forward. Yes, he'll get it in the middle of the turn, but here on the front stretch, will he be enough? Will the 24 kind of just let him go? Because I wonder if he's also trying to save, because the 24 has been leading the majority of this race. He has the worst fuel mileage out of everyone right now. I'm sorry, I'm standing on up right now because this race just suddenly went from 0 to 100. We are pack race in here on NASCAR Heat 5. Hunty makes his point up to the lead. Hey, 5 bonus points for leading lap right there. Excellent job, Hunty. And oh my goodness, the one is Xander going from the bottom to the top. And there we are with the 88 now. Is probably going to let his teammate on in order to... No, he says, screw you, brother. In case you don't know, WRX Mike and Elite Precision are brothers. He's saying, screw you, brother. I have a race to go win. And the 24 is going to be all by his lonesome, apart from the 9 of Kalen on the bottom. Still on the Dale line here. Raise hell, praise Dale. So, the 42 of Hunty leading the way right now. Oh, the squeeze given to the 6 of Packers with the 24 trying to get up into that hole. In fact, the 6 probably didn't appreciate that too much. But, hey, you kind of have to give away a little bit. Oh, a bit of a serpentining back there. That was the 12 and the 4 back there. Yeah, brother rivalry right there. So, basically, okay, in first 2, normally how we've seen it, everyone running the Dale line. The 14 has to go to the bottom. Oh, my goodness. That lag. Oh my goodness, but yeah, that is just one of those things. He just is going to run to the bottom, make sure he is going to be out of the way. Very inverse, he would normally be on the top, let everyone go on the bottom, but everyone's running the top, so he has to go on the bottom. We are getting close to the final pit stop here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on board with Agent Orange, and he has 5 more laps of fuel, and I just unfortunately missed the lap count for that. Oh, pardon me, we are on lap 70. So next time around we are on 30 to go. In fact, there is Hunty's lap count right here. He has 6 laps of fuel left, so he has a little bit more of fuel compared to his competitors, and that's probably why he's leading right here, knowing that he can afford to blow a little bit of fuel. And now there is that yellow 18 Toyota Camry of Mopower Cat. What can he do to kind of interrupt this flow a little bit? Will the flow go back to the bottom? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where it's going to lead here. But this race has suddenly turned tasty. If you are looking for a tasty meal, then go buy yourself a Salisbury steak right now. Brought to you by the one and only Hunger Man. Everyone talks about the Dale line, but not the Dale wall. Ooh, too soon. But you can see right here a little bit of draft by the 42 on his teammate. I wonder if he's just going to fall in line. Probably not, because now the 18 is going to go down low, and that was probably communication by the 42 to kind of go with his teammates. And there goes everyone down to the bottom, and now the 18 is going to be technically the last car in the lead lap, and the 1 technically is the leader with a bonus point to him right there. So interesting development here. That was, I'm sure, communicated by the 42. Hey, you know what? I'll keep you on the lead lap. Just go down low. I'll ride with you. So the 42 is still technically the leader. The 18 is the last car on the lead lap. But look at this gap right here. Everyone's trying to hit their mark. Everyone is trying to go and make the distance here. And you can see a huge gap between each car in order to hit their marks here. Kind of a fuel update. Hunty has 3 and Nathan has 2, so you can definitely see by being out front for that much longer, Hunty has burned a whole lap of fuel compared to what Nathan has been doing, which is kind of just riding. Currently, he's in P4 right now. Caution free so far in this MRL Cup Series season opener event. Thank you all so much for coming on down. Looks like the 18 is going to have to come on down this time. I do believe and I do declare it looks like the Mopower team will kind of follow suit. 12 people watching, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for coming on out and supporting the series. Let us know who your thoughts are. It looks like the 42 was just kind of just draft with the 18 right there. So interesting that right there. The 1, slight miscommunication between the 1 and the 88 right there. But hey, you know, looks like the 42 was just trying to draft with his compatriot. And I do think that Nathan has to pit this time. He has 1 lap of fuel. Hunty has 2 laps of fuel. Oh my goodness, Hunty can afford to go one more time. And there, everyone's going to have to come on down. You can see that second pack. This is the money stop, ladies and gentlemen. I'm choking. We are no mistakes. You can, BS is already on pit road, so it looks like he pit with UK right there. And you can see that here comes the 8, and basically all of his competitors from his team right here to go on down. And there we go. Everyone making their mark right here. Meanwhile, here is the front pack, which are going to have to come on down this time. Hunty, if they have anything much like the rest of his competitors, oh, the one was trying to preemptively go up to the top right there. Very key. Everyone's got to swing down low in order to signal, in order to go on down. And you can see the 42, the 88, everyone going to be coming on down. Basically, the 18 is going to be the only one in this pack that's not going to be pitting. Meanwhile, there's a 3 and the 8 still on pit road. They are yet to be released. We'll have to see on that. There goes the 12. There goes the 3. Oh, no. Did they speed? Oh, my goodness. I didn't even look. They did speed. That is not how you want to end your race. Oh, my goodness. Looks like the 8 and the 3. America's sweethearts. They are out of contention for winning the season opener at Daytona. Meanwhile, everyone else on pit lane right here, the 12 is going to be all by himself. This may be curtains for his opportunity as well, because essentially he's going the entire lap without draft. There goes the 9 and the 88, the 24, the 4, everyone coming on out basically as they came on in. The 42, he also sped. The 42 also sped. This was the money stop, ladies and gentlemen, and 3 drivers got nicked for speeding. The one of Xander is going to be able to take the lead right there. There's the 4 of Cyber with Mopawa, but there's PMR all by themselves yet again. Oh my goodness! The 12 is just going to be barely within spitting distance of the lead pack, but all of that work undone. Pour one out for the homies, because it looks like the 3, the 8, oh, and also the 10. 4 drivers got nicked for speeding. Oh my goodness. Pour one out for the homies. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's regroup here. So our leader right now is the one of RS Meat Wagon. P2 is, as you see it, these are the top 5 right here. So the RS Meat Wagon, Cyber, WRX Mike P3, Elite Precision P4, and Kalen P5. Liam is actually P6 right there. Packers and UK are not for position. That is P11 and P12 respectfully. They are a lap down. So then we have to go back to, there's BS right there in P13. Then we have to go back to these guys back here for P7, which is Hunty. P8 is Cade. P9 is Nathan. And Baseball Kid P10. 13 drivers here, ladies and gentlemen. Some drivers, unfortunately, were not able to make the race, as you guys already know. Broadcaster Clay was not able to do it. Story Square, unfortunately, not able to do it. Justin Shack and Napier and Blake T, all of those drivers, unfortunately, not able to make the race. But we are here, and we're having a great race on our hands here. Now, it's essentially all of these drivers pit right on the cusp of making it. They are 1 lap short. Well, depending on when you pit, they're 2 laps short. These guys, and you're seeing it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. The front pack has essentially slowed down so far that the 12 of Liam, look at him zooming around right here to rejoin the pack, is absolutely rejoining the scene. So now this 6-car pack is essentially up here. Now, essentially, they're all trying to make this lap right here. Now, this is wonderful news. If your name is basically Cade, Hunty, Nathan, and Baseball Kid, all these guys are going to be trying to make their way forward. Unfortunately, yeah, the 6 is lagging. Yes, that is something that has been plaguing the lobby since its inception. But 11 of you guys watching right now, essentially, it is all of these guys trying to hit their fuel number right now. They're all really just trying in order to make it. Hunty is also in that second pack. Same thing with Nathan. They're all rocking and rolling right now. If I had a on board of Xander, he would absolutely be he is just God. Guys, you can just look at that. He is just chugging along right now. I dare I say 185. In fact, I want to see how quick these guys are closing on in. We're seeing 11.4, 11.3, 11.2. These guys in the second pack are absolutely just chongling. Look at that. Take another quick swig. I'll get a lap update here. It is 20 to go here, ladies and gentlemen. One of the Hendrick cars will win if it goes green. Well, it has been green this entire way so far, but don't count this second pack out, I guess. They had just, oh my, do my eyes deceive me? They just made 2.5 seconds in one lap. That front pack is absolutely just, oh my goodness. They are absolutely just going at a snail's pace. Meanwhile, this second pack is that doesn't help. Absolutely just rocking it right now. The distance at the start of the lap was 10 seconds. They are now 8.5 down to these guys. So maybe, imagine if they didn't speed. That's probably not what they want to hear. But imagine if they didn't speed. They are just rocking it right now. The one has his best friend in the 18 of Mopower Cat right there. The 4 is doing the exact same thing. Every one of these guys are saving fuel. They have to make the distance. This is a 3-stopper over the race. And they pit, depending on when you did, 2 laps early. So, I just need to see 17 laps of fuel left in terms of Hunty and Nathan. So they're both in the same ticket. But they are absolutely rocking it right now. If they are able to close the gap, ladies and gentlemen, if they are able to close the gap, they can save the lap. They can do it. They can overcome their pit road speeding penalty. Oh my God, I am losing my mind. The absolute scenes of this race, you're seeing it unfold at the hands of these top drivers. The strategy, the intrigue is palpable. You can see how quick that second pack is closing on in. I think I see it with some raindrops right now in the distance because the thunder and the lightning are coming. Speed difference, by the way, is 205 is what the second pack is running. It looks like the front pack is starting to get their crap in order. A little bit of gap, nothing too crazy, but you can still see that they're still not up to pace. Everyone, now this is a choice, mind you. They are using the lap car of UK as the leader in order to save their fuel. They're good on strategy, but you can see that second pack is rocking it. Oh my God, the absolute scenes of this race. If anyone's watching this, we've seen this exact same thing at Talladega. The intrigue, we saw a second pack of speeders literally lose touch, but because of the front pack saving, we can see that the second pack has caught back up. 15 seconds, caught back up. There's a 14. Oh my God. He's ghosted, so he's gonna be fine. You can see that this second pack has caught back up, and look at that. The 3, the 42. Now, the 8 is thinking a little bit smart. He wants to just ride with these guys. But you can see that the 3 and the 42 wants to roll. This race is back in action here, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see that the 88 wants to go up high, but essentially they're going to be just trying to let these guys go. They're going to try to let the 3 go on through. A big, mighty block by the 88 to go up there. I'm sorry, I was talking about the 24 originally. This race just suddenly got interesting. Meanwhile, the one to Xander is all the way up there by himself. How many laps left to go? Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you're not sitting down. What are seats? You don't even need them with the quality of entertainment we're watching right now. 2 by 2, these guys overcoming their pit road speeding penalties and they are up here to close the gap twice. Fireworks are coming. Hopefully you guys are going to be watching Thor Love and Thunder, because the Thunder is definitely here at Daytona as these drivers are rocking it all the way around the track. Oh my goodness. It is Christmas in July because Christmas came early. Santa dropped off his gift of all the spectacle to us good boys and girls watching right here, and this is absolutely a spectacle we are watching right here. So, interestingly enough, I'll have to see when they come on around to see how many laps are left, but this 88 cannot get down. He's trying to get on down, but the 4 is not letting him down. That is actually a little bit heads-up driving from the 4 Cyber to not let that 88 rejoin. And the bottom, looks like the 9 will have to zoom on in right there. Ooh, but not quite clear. He will get in right there, but the 3 is going to be left out by his lonesome. I missed, oh my goodness, I was watching that. I missed how many laps to go. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have to get it next time. Oh my goodness, the United Kingdom of King Britain. Wow, we are here, blessed by the mother country. So, thank you. So next time they come on around, we'll have to see how many laps are left. I do believe it is 13 to go. I could be mistaken right now. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are probably coming around to 12 to go. We'll have to see here. I'm gonna just rest my voice just for a hot second. I'm gonna be on board with the 18, and before I go though, it is 12. It is 12 to go here, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna just take a quick break, and I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I apologize for that. I can literally feel my voice deteriorating right now because of what we are watching. So, one thing I want to point out that the second pack, PMR moving up high. Well, never mind then. You can see that PMR is trying to make that work up here. But, oh, big side drop, big squeeze by the 18. Mopawa trying to make an impact right here. They're not able to clear. The 1 of Xander is still down low, but the PMR will be able to clear if they do so choose. But the 1 comes on up. Big, interesting block by the 1 to go on up to the top. Is that the drivers that climb their way all the way up to the front, they are currently a lap and a half short. So they are kind of playing a little bit of catch-up right now. Meanwhile, everyone else is good to go. Those guys that were originally in the front pack are good to go right here. This absolute scenes. I cannot... hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Please tell me you guys are enjoying this, because this isn't entertainment. I don't know what is. But, so you can see why there's a little bit of a separation between, like, the 18 and the 3. Meanwhile, I just want to point that out. The 18 is not for position. Out of this entire front pack, the 18, the 6, and the 14 are not for position. Everyone else is. So there's going to be a little bit of racing between drivers with position and without. So it is 9 laps to go here in the Daytona 250, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing PMR making their move. Right now they are controlling this race. It is a 1-2-3 back for them. They were able to calculate, and they are good to go at this point with them making that move. Meanwhile, the 1 of RS Meatwagon is right behind them in P4. And then Mopawa of Cyber is right there in P5. Liam P6. Hunty from Mopawa down there in P7. Skip the 18. P8 belongs to Baseball Kid. P9 belongs to Agent Orange. 8 laps to go. P10 belongs to Cade. Then we go back to UK right here in P11. P12 Packers. P13 BS, which is right there because he is pitting. Unfortunately, he will not be able to make it the rest of the way on this one stop. He will be pitting. So, interesting strategies here. Everyone coming on down to save enough fuel. Everyone making sure that they can save the distance, go the extra mile here. The Forest Cyber, he should be good to go. But he is really building up a run right here. I wonder if the one is going to try to block, because you can see, oh, the 14 is probably going to stay down low on the apron. Tip of the hat to him. He's not wanting to page the field. Oh, it'd be funny, but I'm sure it would suck for these guys. Caution free in this race so far, and you can see how diverse of a race that we have had. We have seen side by side. We've seen the Dale line. We've seen strategy come on through in order to present some great racing. Basically, it looks like Hunty and Nathan are basically green light to go at this point. So they are, well, I mean, they have a little bit to save, but with 6 to go this time, they should be able to just kind of limp around and be fine. So the Forest Cyber is really in an interesting position. I thought he was building up a run, but I don't know. That run is a little bit too big. I wonder if he's trying to get the entire field to go with him or what. But essentially, look at this big checkup right here. It honestly makes me wonder if he's even good to go. I'm questioning it. In fact, actually, I'd be questioning it so much that I'd be like, hey, you know, I think it's time to go. Kind of. Maybe you just try to pass him. But maybe, I would say they know something I don't. Coming around this time, it is indeed, hang on, I'll wait for Hunty to pass. It is 5 laps to go, and Hunty is on his mark. He is good to go. Nathan is also good on his mark. They are good to go. So, but look at that gap. What is happening between these guys? Are they going to be able to close the gap? Are they going to be able to even make up the time? Liam decided to go onto the outside. I'm not quite sure what's happening, honestly, with the Forest Cyber. But, yeah, they let the top 4 just go away. There is a little bit of battling up here, so that they need to get that second pack needs to get organized like right now in order to make up some hay on that front pack. Because with them battling like this, that is going to be golden. In fact, you can see that they're trying to go past. I'm at a loss here, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? The 42 is going to be trying to get the lead right here in order to lead this pack, but it is 4 laps to go. Make that 3.5. They let that top half go. I'm at a loss. I'm losing my mind. What the heck did I just witness? Oh my goodness me. But looks like the 42 of Hunty is leading this pack. In fact, now these guys are going to be battling with each other. They just lost the opportunity. 3 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. The 42, there's no way that they can close that gap. It's going to be one of these 4 up here. There's no way that those guys can go and catch... I don't know what I just witnessed. So these 4 essentially basically were let loose to go and fight with each other. Basically, everyone else behind them is at a loss of... Basically, they're just fighting for, at best, P5. The absolute scenes. I'm at a loss. But 2 laps to go here in the Daytona 250. Right now, it is Elite Precision with WRX Mike and RS Meatwagon there in P3. Currently, the only non-teammate in this top 4 is the one, and you actually see that he is going to be left out to dry right here because of the numbers factor. So Xander is at a huge disadvantage, and that was wonderfully coordinated by the top 3 right there in order to go and get the top spot. But of course, this is the final lap. Everyone is basically good to go at this point. Everyone Yeah, that's essentially what I'm saying. So essentially, all bets are off. Oh my goodness. So I believe me, guys, I'm at a loss as well. So with that, you can see that this top three are essentially just going to be kind of racing with each other, with the one of Xander just kind of being the oddball out, nowhere to go. He is essentially just going to have to get any kind of run, but he hits into the back of Kalen right there. And just like that, coming to the line, unless I'm calling it. Yep. Oh, mighty block right there. A little bit of a touch. Oh, WRX Mike. Oh my goodness. WRX Mike gets walled by his teammate and just ping-ponging off each other. The one of Xander collects P3. Wow. Wow, what an end, I will say that. Meanwhile, I missed it. Agent Orange is able to collect P5, Baseball Kid P6, looks like Liam P7. Whoa, that actually could have been interesting, yeah. Yeah, wow, I know. But that was racing to the line, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the 88 of WRX Mike, unfortunately getting the raw end of the stick again, much like he did in the Clash and the Duels, and is going to have to settle for a P4. But block his own brother. Oh my goodness! But yeah, that's what happened. He got walled by his brother, and just it's racing to the white flag. It's just ping pong at its best. You know, it's just one of those things. But yeah, wow. Oh man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had a monster of a race. Let's get. Oh my goodness! I'm curious. Fastest lap, by the way, is Nathan Agent Orange with a 43.3. Makes sense because he was basically leading that second pack for a hot second. So let's get our top three up in here. Discord is going up. What's going on? What happened here? So. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get these guys into a party. God, I'm still losing my voice here. So as we wait for our top three to going into interviews, let's go through our full running order as I usually do at this point. Of course, we know our top three already, so I can just kind of skip them. But P4 was WRX Mike, P5 was Agent Orange, Baseball Kid P6, Liam P7, Cyber P8, Hunty P9, Packers P10, P11 belongs to Cade, who unfortunately had to pit. We saw that. P12 was BS, and UK P13. Interesting how that swapped right there. Oh, man, that was interesting. But oh my goodness, that was huge. Let's so we have a. I'll tell you what, guys. I think we have everyone in here right now. Yes, we do. I'll tell you what. That was a fantastic race. Caution free that entire run. Strategy and a little bit of a mixed bag of strategy. Oh, I said that twice. Pace, I should say, with basically friends are where you find them, was at the ready. Xander, we're going to start with you. Xander, you were basically all by yourself the entire race. Let's just not even get that out of the like out of the bag right now. But you were essentially just all by yourself and finding friends where you find them. And you had a good run. You were at 1 point leading this race, so yeah, congrats, you get 5 bonus points. But at the end right there, you just got teamed up on. I mean, unfortunately, that's just a losing battle, 3v1.
Yeah. First off, I want to say thanks to Jesus Christ pulling the Ty Gibbs card. Yeah, you know, it was good racing pretty much. So PMR really showed how well they work together today. So hats off to them. They raced really good today, and I tried to do as much as I could at the end. So congrats to those guys, and I hate that I accidentally walled Mike at the end, and apologize to him. I think Mike had gotten the wall and came down a little bit, and I think I hit Kalen, and it just put me back into him, and I accidentally walled him. So I want to say sorry to him for that. But I don't know what Cyber was doing. Cyber just costed everyone the rest of the race, I guess. I don't know what was really happening with him. Maybe he was trying to save fuel still, and I try to pull out as much as possible and at the back of the pack so that the pack can catch me so I can have DEI guys. But all in all, good race. I'll take a third. I got the 5 bonus points for leading, so car was as fast as 16 in it, thanks to Monster. What's my other sponsors? Gear Wrench, 7-Eleven, Jordan, technically now. GMI, thanks to GMI. Thanks to my spotter, Brandon Lima. He's going to win a lot of races in the truck series, hopefully. And that's all I have, probably.
Well, Xander, excellent start to the season right there. I will tell you what, though. I wanted to just ask and see if you were nervous at all. We had 4 different people speed on that final stop. Of course, we all know
Yeah.
of the aspects of money stops. Were you nervous at all? Because we know how aggressive you get on the pit road. Did you think you may have sped once or twice?
The last one I thought I did. I didn't really have a breaking point, so I just kind of followed everyone else, and I tried to go behind Hunty, and I think Hunty ended up speeding. I think I barely tapped him a little bit, and he was kind of my brake pad. So hopefully I didn't hit him. On my screen I didn't, but Brandon told me I did, so I don't know. No, the last stop I thought I did, I was like 40, 47, and I thought I was a lot faster. So I tried to just, pit road's so hard, especially when you just have 3 green flag stops. So a lot of people had speeding penalties. I know DEI all did, so I don't know. I tried to stay cautious, and it ended up working out for me.
Well, I mean, that's probably the best way to approach super speedway pits. Is everyone spreads on out. In fact, we saw at one point the entire pack basically all pit at the same time, and you saw cars going which way. Hunty was probably the best one going on the pit road at least the first 3 times, or first 2 times, because he was able to jump everyone there at the beginning.
Yeah.
But Xander, excellent job to start off the season. P3 at Daytona.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go to Chase Elliott now. Not too often I got to see that. Kalen.
Yeah.
Kalen. So you were part of that PMR 1, 2, 3 at one point. You basically were up front the entire time. You were in that front pack. Teamwork, excellent job. Excellent communication. However, there was that one point where you had a one car split between you and the rest of your teammates. Take us from that point. What was communication like in order to kind of shuffle him out?
We just decided to. We knew it was 3 against 1, so we wanted to be 1, 2, 3. So we just decided on the straightaway to do it. Then that way we have all the room in the world, and kind of we executed it perfectly. Really, I mean, good teammates and PMR and just good race and good teamwork.
Yeah, I mean, it was honestly an excellent, well-crafted race. Unfortunately, that you were not able to get that top spot. It looked like everyone was trying to go for it at the same time, but you had I mean, honestly, just a hot rod out there between yourself, the 88, and the 24. You had probably as good of a chance as any. Now, I do want to know. I'm going to ask the same thing with Elite when I get to him. Is what you in the PMR chat think of the DEI and the Mo Power guys catching the field not once but twice?
I mean, they had a lot of cars in there, numbers wise. We just didn't have it really, and there's the I can't remember the second or I think it was the second run. We really ran flat out trying to outrun them just to keep our gap there, and I think it got down to about 3 seconds, and I was like, oh well. And then we pitted, and then that's whenever everything kind of caught up. But we knew at that point because they had to stop later, or they stopped earlier than us, and we stayed out, so we knew we was going to have to save a little bit less gas, and we was going to be able to save and then just go for it at the end, which is what it kind of played out to be.
Oh, I mean, and as we see, I mean, of course, I mean, there's no teammates on the final straight, right? So,
I was just following whoever. I wasn't trying to go for the win or anything. I was just gonna follow whoever. I was gonna try to get the 1, 2, 3, but brothers, they can't do that.
well, that
It's all good.
actually
We all have
that
fun.
is a perfect transition into that. Kalen, you had an excellent run here on Saturdays. Chicagoland, you know you've had success there. Next week, let's see what you can do. Maybe to back up and maybe get that PMR 1, 2, 3 next week.
Yeah, we'll go for it.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Kalen. Yeah, brother, that Thanksgiving, not once but twice, I should say. Where is William Byron? I should say. I can't. I remember in the duels. Essentially, it was like the same thing. And also in terms of our sister league in ERA, it was also the same thing. The brothers, you two just cannot get away from each other in terms of the final lap. Elite, you were able to come home victorious at the cost of your brother.
Yeah, that block. I don't know. On my screen, you know how this game is. This game it shows two different views, and on my screen, it looked like I threw a clean block, but uh, I could tell probably like if I look at his view, it's probably gonna be different. Like his front end was probably on my quarter panel, so I apologized to him right away when I crossed the finish line. I was like, damn it, I wasn't trying to do that. But he didn't care, though. He was happy that one of us got the victory. So I was like, oh, okay. But, yeah, it was an interesting race. You had to be on your toes the whole time. It was, I was, we had to play the field game, at the end and just trying to save. And it was at one point I was trying to let the field go by and so I can save, but everybody was trying to ride behind me. I'm like, come on, I need y'all to, I need y'all to go past me. But um, yeah, that was a interesting race. You had to think the whole time and just you know stay on your toes and try to. The main goal is to try to like stay in the lead group. I didn't want to have to fall to like a second group or especially lose the draft. So PMR, we did our thing, and and it's funny because I did not have confidence going into this race. I thought we was outnumbered, um, but somehow we pulled off the victory. But it was an interesting race.
Well, interesting is a understatement, if you ask me, because of the different agendas the field had. Yes, there was a couple of lag incidents that was what separated the pack, but they were able to catch you not once but twice. And also, I should mention that if you can hear fireworks going off, that's for you. Winning the Great American Race here on the 4th of July weekend. Oh, God bless America. Elite, excellent job on the win. The first race of the season, you said yourself that you were not too pumped, but how do you feel about Chicagoland? I know you just won there in ERA.
Oh man, see how it goes. I haven't ran a cup car at Chicagoland in a minute. I like Chicagoland though. Just gotta see how it goes.
Well, that's what you said for that was is going to be a question to be answered next week. But with that, you guys will be an awesome team in the rest of the season. We'll have to see how it's going to roll on out for the rest of this season two. But with that, we're going to close on out for the night. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for watching. The season opener is always the best to watch. And then we also have Elite Precision winning the first race of the season. We have Kalen in P2, and then also Xander in P3. Congrats to each and every one of you guys. And we'll have to see how Chicagoland's going to roll out. But with that, we're going to close on out for the night. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.
Peace. Gotta do the peace
Peace.
always.